We're only 3 minutes behind, so I guess that's not too bad. But it's good that we check, right? Ugh, is that right? That is not right. Oh, come on, man. All right, so that's one. And man, I was so close to buying a mandolin the other day. I mean, I'm thankful that you guys told me I shouldn't have bought a mandolin, and I didn't buy a mandolin. But man, I really, really wanted a mandolin. It would have been balling ass awesome if I had one. Uh, but instead, I'm going to buy one of those weird little banana-y things that you can have in the car, and you can practice fingering positions and all that. Because I can't have a guitar around. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. And what it is oh, we should put this out of the way. Ugh. So yeah, so we're gonna continue. You know what? We're gonna give ourselves 13 minutes is a sacred number in this house. I want to thank all of you for coming through. Today is the 4 p.m. session of Daily Teach Yourself to Play Guitar, right? That's where we're at. That's what we're doing. It's going to be 1,000-day investment. Click that out. Let's say hi to everybody. Hello, all. I just realized that me typing this in doesn't go to any other, so it's just kind of like, what? It is what it is. So in order to respond, I think I have to go to where I'm streaming to respond. It's not awesome, unless I respond like by talking, which is fine, but it's not awesome. There's a lot of ice in that, and that is a good thing. So what are we doing today? We're lamenting our fate. We were not awesome this week, and we were unhappy about this morning, because, well, between you, me, and the wallpaper, we sucked at doing what we said we'd do. We gave ourselves 7 days, but then being kind and forgiving people, but not the kind of people that let you off the hook for what you said you do, right? We're not those people. But we realized maybe we bit off a little more of this dragon than we could swallow. And there was a lot more fighting the dragon than we had anticipated. So we're still going to slay this dragon. Oh, I hate slaying dragon. How about we tame this dragon? Some dragons need to be slain. Some dragons you can tame. And then it's awesome because you have a dragon. Win, right? So we are going to run unabashed and full speed at it. And what it is the good thing, it. And we're going to annoy those, what do I call them? They, right? They. Did I just shake this? Yeah, I did. Wow, look at that. There's a lot of motion in this freaking man. I have to remember not to do that. So, it is what it is, and what it is slightly problematic. So you have caught me prepping, not a bunch, but some jazz cigarettes. Not a ton, just two. Oh Lord, I gotta tell you. Here's the thing about being old enough to recognize that things are cyclical; they come around again. I think the first time I noticed I've seen everything before, at least once, I was like 35, right? Which is funny because I got this because someone told me this at my last job, quite frankly. And he was like, in about 5 years, you're going to see everything this job has to offer, all the funny, goofy stuff and all the weird, crazy stuff. And every now and then, every 10 or 15 years, there'll be a wild anomaly, and you'll go, huh, I have never expected that to happen after you've seen all this stuff, right? So I was like, that makes sense. I wonder if that's true of anything else. And yeah, it's true of life. You are sitting here watching. We're not going to do all of these. We're just going to We're just gonna chill, Daddy-O. We're just gonna chill. Be cool, be easy. So I told you yesterday, was it yesterday or this morning? Let me take this out and put this here. I told you yesterday I had, well, actually I told you this morning how to make friends, right? We went over how to make friends. Do I really want to put that here? Because if I put that here, then the flip is where? It's not awesome, but at least I'll be staring at you. You guys want to get flipped, or should I leave that there? And if I flip it, you won't be able to see the timer. And we've been like this for, like, what's today? 24 days. Maybe I'll flip it at the end of the month, right? 30 days, and then we'll get back to it. We'll see how you feel. I'll see how you like it. Let me take my socks off. I have got to tell you what a day it was. It was hot and sort of stupid and angry and ridiculous. And I think that wouldn't have been the case had people practiced their chords and were better at it. And I'm not reading in. I'm not saying me. I'm not reading in. I'm just saying. She's walking through the clouds. I got to download a metronome on my phone because I was beginning to think maybe, just maybe, when you get these little screens, sometimes the best way to clean them is with your nipple. It doesn't hurt and you don't feel it, but it does actually get into the corners because it's a raised thing on your chest. I don't know if that works for you ladies. I mean, I think you have different sensitivities and criterias of X, Y, or Z's. But I'd kind of like to know about it. If you want to share the footage. No. Don't share the footage. Don't send me some. We're elevating. Man, see that? Whew. And just that fast, I lose all credibility. Then I got to go on The View and explain why I'm a good person and I'm not a thicko. You're a thick person. Because we, as Americans, we all know that nipples are bad, right? We know this, right? Nipples are evil. Yeah. All right. Just want to make sure. Remember, I think he died. Remember your attorney general who insisted that the naked statue be covered up because, and he was in government at the highest echelons, and no one was like, are you fucking serious right now? I mean, he worked for the president, and the president didn't have a problem with it. I'd have been like, oh, I made the absolute wrong choice. You're an idiot. What was his name? It wasn't Albright. It was, oh, come on, man. I got to look this up. Oh, boy. Shoot. You know what? Nothing like neat, but here's the thing. I wonder if I could order this from DoorDash. Trust me, give it like 6 months, and there'll be a Silicon Valley bullshit organization to do this shit for you. Ashcroft, right? What was his name who covered the statue at the Justice Department? Justice statue covered over. First of all, who gets Spirit of Justice cover up at the Justice Department, CBS? That is 2002. No longer will the Attorney General be photographed in front of two. Hold on, wait. Oh, good Lord. No longer will the Attorney General be photographed in front of two partially nude statues in the Great Hall of Department of Justice. The department spent $8,000 on a blue drape that hides the two giant aluminum Art Deco statues. For aesthetic reasons, the drapes were occasionally hung in front of the statue, but before formal events, the department used to rent the drapes, but now has purchased them and left them hanging. Because Ashcroft thought a naked lady statue, I mean, you know, they shouldn't be in government. They're all sexist, racist, and fucking stupid, right? And so you may not find them being openly racist, but you'll find them being openly sexist. And you should just, just two birds with one stone kind of thing. You know what I mean? The outrageous bullshit of that. Covered up justice. Think about the implications of that. Covered up justice. If Justice wants to run around with her titty out, Justice can run around with her titty out. You know what I'm saying? If the embodiment of war wants to run amok, that's not good. If the embodiment of war wants to run amok, he can run the fucking amok. Dang it, I gotta wash my hands. I don't know, man. And they're in charge. They get to sit in the highest chairs with their stupid bullshit because they know people. So yeah, law school. Why not? Why not start early? Why don't we need to wait till I'm 80? That's going that way. That's good, right? I can start now. Go to law school after this one. That's not going to be 1,000 days. That's likely going to be 2,000 days. But I'm gonna do it anyway. It'd be fun to do it with other people, but yeah, I'm gonna do it anyway. I may do it this. No, I can't do it this September. I gotta get sober. I'm gonna do this shit drinking and high. I'm not trying to get on the Supreme Court. Just trying to put an asterisk on my tombstone. That's what I just mentioned it. Bucket list shit is for, right? But you young people, it might be your dream. So I mean, when you're young, it's your dream. When you're old like me, it's a bucket list shit. Because I'm telling you, it really is the art of rhetoric. It really is the art of just talking people in and out of shit. And then, oh, did you? Well, you probably didn't hear this. I've long time been a critic of lawyers and this whole, oh, we're a special class of people and only we can do this shit. I've been like, Abraham Lincoln did that shit and he was president, right? You've essentially locked it up for only you and your cronies to do it. And someone just graduated from law school and he didn't want to join the bar. He was like, fuck you guys. And they're like, well, you can't practice law. And he sued them and he won. Yeah. So I was like, all right, all this, you can't do anything. You have to go through us shit that America has smiled in your face and instituted. Is sort of unraveling on them. People don't want to work these bullshit jobs. A lot of people are starting their own businesses. There's a ton of Etsy shit you could do, right? I mean, if you like guys like this in a year, I can monetize this, right? And sell musical T-shirts or whatever my logo will be then. And you, if I'm assuming right now there's like 1 million of us watching, so I'm assuming yes, in a year there's going to be 100,000 billion of us watching. And then I can sell you like a coffee mug that you can coffee out of in the morning, or a hat, $5 hat, something like that, right? And it makes it's revenue. Um, and that's what everybody's trying to seems to me everybody's trying to do. Everybody's trying to get some revenue scheme going. This might be a problem for me today. I am not leaving this house. Dang it. Who do I know to go and get me stuff? This is what happened. That's a little bit. So I guess we're just rolling one of these things. Actually, I could roll one of these in a joint. Okay, everybody just calm down. Everybody just calm down. Not all joints are full of joint goodness, right? Like I said, CBD is the bomb. And trust me, the way this stuff is going, it's coming to your house in like a couple of years. Um, New York had to stave off Armageddon by making it legal, and they're some of these up yet their own skirt people. Okay, well that ought to do it. We're gonna roll two of these things, and then we're at it. It meaning, I tell you, man, it takes me 7 minutes to do one of these things. That's the Zen nature of it, right? Versus just running through it. Let's do it again. I gotta tell you, it was a good day. Semi good day. It was a little weird day. It was a weird day. It was a good day or was it not a good day? You know, I'm gonna go with a good day. I'm trying to be less. What's the word I look for? Trying to be less annoyingly judgmental. You know what I mean? Everybody always doesn't like something. I don't want to be one of those people. Like, I mean, I didn't have a car accident. No one bothered me. I didn't get robbed. I mean, that's a one stream. But the other stream, I didn't win the lottery and I didn't win a jet or whatever. I guess that's on the other end of it. But in everyday, regular life, guy stuff, it went well. It went well. It was a nice, quiet day. But you don't want quiet. You want a little, you know what I mean? I guess that's what the guitar is for. All right. Let's finish this thing up and then get to it. Doing a lot of reading about music, and my head hurts. Because I'm just kind of like, huh? Okay, I think I understand that. Wait, what? What? Okay, I think I understand that. But what is this? Yeah, so it is what it is, man. Person. What is your pronoun, homie? You can't. If I call you homie, you're offended. All right. So the cool pronouns would be like, dude, homie, right? Or what's the other ones? Buddy, hey guy, right? So excuse me, pal. I'm a buddy and a pal. I'm not a guy, and I'm definitely not a dude. I'd be able to go, yeah, I'm a homie and I'm your boy, but I'm not your boy. And people are like, this slang, freaking is just too not slang, but this I guess slang pronoun game is just a little ridiculous. I'm not a motherfucker. I'm the motherfucker. All right, fine. The whole environment is goofy. Don't take it too seriously. It was a quiet day. I wish it was a little busier, but yeah, it was. It was what it is. It is what it is, right? This is not good, Lord. I gotta tell you, some of these Amazon drivers are not even trying to show up dressed for work. See that right there? What I just did right there? That's why that's quippy, right? Quippy and sort of, I guess you could call it. I'm a women are catty, but when men are catty, what is it called? Asshole. Well, I guess I was being an asshole. Um, I gotta tell you, I see the problem, and the problem always it's all around me, right? And I see people who are dressed as the problem, and they don't get it. So you may ask me, well, what is the problem? And that, my dear homie, homette, as judge, jury, right? Whatever I'm calling you today, um, Ranger, is uh, is problematic, right? Because one, it's just my opinion, and some of it is just sort of up its own ass with my own bullshit about a topic. Because we all have that, even as I try and be enlightened in all this, right? Are we calling it enlightenment? Or am I trying not to be taken? I think I'm more trying not to be taken than I'm trying to be enlightened. And I see being taken all over this society. All right, this one is dangerous because this one is not what you think it is. Yeah, yeah, this is fine. We're not even going to pack this anymore. So, what are we in? We're in 22 minutes. That sounds about right. We remember, don't do this in your hometown if you are not authorized by the CBD officials or whatever they're called. Your your government magistrate. And now we slide this back. We put this here. We put this here. We put this here. Okay. Phone is charging. All right. Give me the quick turn. All right. So what are we doing? So I was talking to someone today, and they told me I should start picking a song and playing something and learning it. And all the stuff I see says you should learn the whole song. And all my research shows that you can learn a song by chords, right? And then you can learn it by the solo, the arpeggio on it, and then you have to sort of burn those two things together. This Amazon guy, it's the worst thing to have to come home to when you're tired is somebody in your parking spot, and so it's like a delivery guy, but he's not in anybody's parking spot. He's parked across like four parking spots, and he's somewhere in the complex. Just I'm like, but again, it's well, I good lord, man, it's 4:30, and he's doing it. So I guess people aren't home. But people keep I've all the jobs I've ever had in my life were odd hour jobs, right? So it was jobs where I had to work at midnight or 4 in the afternoon to midnight or midnight to 8 in the morning. Very almost no 9 to 5 hours. And there it goes. See ya. I won't squawk about how you make your cash, but come on, seriously. Don't sleepwalk through it. Are we gonna? Because we're not gonna run through the news like we did this morning. Do I even want to fuck with this? Oh my god. All right. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, why am I watching this? This guy has obviously snapped. Um, no, we're just sort of like I'm thinking about what I used to do before I started doing this on Mondays. And he just came up. And it was fun to watch like on Twitter, media share Mondays because you get introduced to new music and right. But then I was like, I have my own plan. And now I'm remembering how important that event was to me weekly, and now how it's not important at all, and how it shifted like 3 weeks, uh, which essentially is once a month, about 3 shows. Yeah, about 3 weeks. Well, 3 weeks here, but I was doing this for, and so I've missed. So I would say it's been a month and 2 weeks. So yeah, okay, 6 weeks. She's walking. The modes are the same shape, just used in different orders. Okay, I have to remember that because I did not know what a mode was. And not know what a mode was is not the mode. The mode is like the move. That's not the move. That's not the thing to do. You know what I'm saying? That's not the move. I feel sick. That's not the move. That's not the mode. That's not what I want. Right? But in music, mode is something completely different. We've been on this for a week. I'm tired of failing at it, quite frankly. It does a buzz rattle. I'm really eager to move on to some other thing. God damn it. It's all down plucks. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Yeah, this plucking game is horrible. All right, can we do something else? Because I don't even want to look at the scale anymore. I don't, and we're only 20 minutes in. Oh, I have the stench of failure on me. Oh, as sure as the stench of death is on death, I guess. It's just like a lazy pinky. And here's another thing. When you open up your ring finger and your middle finger want to swing in together, which makes it hard for this guy to be where he should be, which is further down. Oh, okay. Can you even see this? Right. So you do this, and these fingers want to swing in, right? But you need this finger to be spaced out because he has his own fret. And then this pinky finger has to be spaced out even further because he has his own fret. I don't know what to do. I mean, well, I know what to do. I need to practice more and stretch out my hands more and work on precision and the fucking the gosh darn metronome more. I fully get it. I fully get it. I've been doing a lot of extracurricular activities of guitar when not on stream, and man, I gotta figure it out. I have to figure it out. I have to figure it out. See, I'm a little sort of glassy-eyed now, and it's 4:30 when I've been up since about 6, right? Um, that used to be a problem at 7. By the time 7 rolled around, I had like an hour in me, and you guys can't see me. I had like an hour in me, and by the time 7 came around, I wasn't like alert at 7. I was tired. I had an hour in me. This is different. I'm not exhausted, but I am tired and disappointed. So it's kind of some more lights. And no, I'm not making coffee. And yeah, I could eat. I had my special in the other room, but if I eat my special, this thing is not going to be long for the world. This is what I wore this morning, and it was hot. Oh, church. I'm trying to keep uniformity of, but maybe I should wear something different in the morning. And I do like this. It's like red and like it's almost like a very like tan. It's not exactly white. It's almost like well, it's too light to be a khaki. Good shit. All right. Oh, I'm so sort of out of my head. I don't know what to do because I'm really pissed off with the pentatonic, and I don't think I can read to you. And you hung out while I rode too, which is nice. Thank you. Hmm. I don't know. So maybe we'll crash this one out early, the first one out of our 24 days, and we'll crash this one out maybe at like 5:30 or so, maybe 6, because I don't think we're gonna have enough energy to get to 8. Ziggy played guitar. We could do art and crafts, right? We could finish the thing we have over there. Like we did that, I want to say Saturday, right? Um, Half an hour thereabouts. That's not a bad idea, actually. But man, I may have to stand up. I'm gonna head to the men's room. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right. All right. Here's the thing about throwing water in your face. First of all, cold water is good, but if you have to run the sink forever to get cold water, it's not worth it. Now I just essentially dabbed my face with room temperature water. I mean, it helped. It did some stuff. It was refreshing, but I needed blisteringly cold water, and I didn't get it. And here, that's another weird thing. I've noticed that my hot water isn't as hot and my cold water isn't as cold. And I'm wondering if they turn shit down without telling us. Because have you seen Lake Mead? Like, if we get a lot of our power from nature, and if nature stops pushing the water through your turbines, if nature stops pushing the wind through your uh, air turbines, there's gonna be days like that when I forget shit. What are those things called? Windmills. No, they're not windmills. Dutch have windmills. What are those things called? Are you serious? Do I not know what those things are called? Giant fans. What are they called? They're called for frack. Uh, wind turbines, right? Isn't that what they're called? Wind turbines? How do wind turbines work? They're wind turbines. Okay, great. Wind turbines versus water turbines. Flowing through your system, then it is what it is. If the sun cooks the food you're trying to grow, it is what it is, right? I mean, this does not look good. And Americans never work well with Americans. So I can see us having a full issue, and they're going, and some people going, you know, this is for us, our class of people. And then the same old story is going to happen. The haves versus the have-nots. And the have-nots will want what the haves have, and the haves will want to keep what they have from the have-nots. And then there will be those in the middle who are haves only because they help the haves take it from the have-nots. And those will be the military and cops and all the people with cushy government jobs. And if you swept it, like if the have-nots swept into power and got rid of all the haves, give it a year before you're like, hey, we want X, and they're like, you're the problem, and then they become the have, right? Isn't that what happened with George Washington? The Whiskey Rebellion. He was like, I'm not. They were like, yeah, we're gonna rebel because this is bullshit, and he was like, yeah, fuck that, kill them all, and that's what it is. Look, man, it's no small thing to have your state be set with issues. I get it. Like I said on this show a couple days ago, I see the problems. I'm angry about the problems. Y'all should fix the fucking problems. But I don't know how to fix the problems. But you are a politician. I have ideas. You should have ideas. But that's not what's going on here. What's going on here is you're selling people out to corporate interests. And that's where it is. But it's not like I'm saying I'm running for office and I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not saying that. I'm not running for office. You can say I don't know what I'm talking about, but you are in office. You should know what you're talking about, and you should know how to solve the problem. And if you don't, you should leave. But they're like, I don't know how to fucking help anybody. Only thing I know how to do is take money and make myself rich and side with wars and sit there for 40 years. And who knows, maybe I'll become fucking president. Barack Obama picked the worst president, and now worst president. Now he's president. So I blame Barack Obama for this. And by the way, Barack Obama did not do a lot. No, he did not. I have argued this with black people for the last 8 years. And he got 2 of my votes. Yeah, he did. But at the same time, I also don't lie to me. I'm not lying to you. I'm glad you're here. I won't lie to you. But seriously, it is what it is. Barack Obama could have fixed the criminal justice system at least and said, look into and he didn't. He didn't. I think it was biding his time to leave office so he could go down the history books and then make a lot of money on the outside. Because you can't make any money on the inside. Yeah, I think, man, we in the black community have a word for and it's not a pleasant word. And yeah, but then again, Barack Obama is not black. He's an African American, right? His whole energy is from his father's from Africa and his mother's an American white woman. And then he grew up with his white American mother in America, in Indonesia too, but in America, Chicago, Hawaii, right? Versus the first black president, honestly, who would be from Brooklyn, from Compton, from fucking areas of Florida, from Georgia, whose connection goes back to, America's original sin. And who will have, but you know what? So many people are actually selling out that whole idea that it won't be around in I'd say another 20 years. No one will care because it was passed down to me by people and no one's passing it down anymore. And once it's lost, you can't get it back. So yeah, the NAACP is a joke now. Bye. Right. All the other shit, the core, like the Black Panthers. Yeah, fuck all those guys. Bye. Now it's about raising cash and being important and have rappers raise money for you or showing up to the White House. There's no opposition party going, you people sold these people out. You all suck. There's none of that. Everybody's just happy to go along to get along. And then there's me. Or none of you are in the proper none of you are in the proper shade of what Dr. King and Reverend Abernathy and Brother Theo, all those dudes were about. All right, well, bye. And I am personal friends with people who know civil rights people. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, my mother is 80. She grew up in the 50s. She knows drama. My dad is older than my mom. He grew up in the 50s and he knows drama. They have friends who disappeared. So I'm not taking this shit lightly. I have my father's brother disappeared. God knows what happened to him, but it was the South, so we have a pretty good idea what happened to him. What do you want me to tell you? And then I see people siding with racist bullshit so they can get rich and then come back and tell you that you should do something. This is just going on in my community, the black community. I can just imagine the cons going on in all these other communities, right? And some that aren't, they're just openly selling you out. There's no con anymore. We're the X group or the Y group, and every America's about 1,000 fifth columns, just all open and arrogant fifth columns. I'm looking at. I can't wait for the Chinese, the communist Chinese, and the fucking Russians, the socialist Russians, to get. And by the way, the Russians were never socialists; they were always oligarchs and fucking theocrats. Not theocrats. Theocrats is religion. Oligarchs and autocrats. In America, they want to be oligarchs and theocrats because theocrats control a large swath of the people. I'm over here like, I'm going to smoke my J's, I'm going to play my guitar, and I know that you're lying to me. I just hope, like, whoever comes soon, because, man. Remember, Italy used to run the world. Italy. They were called Rome then, but they're Italy. And now look at them. Look at them. Look at them. Britain used to run the world. Now, the only reason why Britain is still around is because America likes them, right? They're Wayne, if you know the Little Rascals. There was Butch and his sidekick Wayne. Butch was the bully, and Wayne was always like, oh, yeah, Butch, you can do it. Yeah, kick his ass, Butch. You know, so Worm. So America is all Butch and and England is Worm. But a long time ago, England was Butch, and who was Worm? I think Italy. No, yeah, it was one of these smaller European nations. Well, it wasn't the French. It wasn't the England for the last like gazillion years have been at war with the French and with the Spanish Armada, right? Because they were all like, as far as New York is from Jersey, is from Maryland, right? The world was small. Now they're all like, oh wow, we were the giant big fish, not 200 years ago. And remember what they say: the ship of state turns slowly, right? So your fortunes can change overnight, but for you to turn your heading and bring the people along without a revolution, that shit is slow AF, right? Britain is 1,000 years old. I think they got started in 900, 990, 990. I'm going to say 999, but that's wrong. It's like 992. Founding of Britain. See, this is the shit you should be looking up. Just founding of Britain, right? And since and all these other no founding of Britain. What 1922? Shut up. Germany, Canada is July 1st, 1867. Really? Canada is only 140 years old. Germany, well, the new Germany, October 3rd, 1990. But Germany has been around forever. History of England, disambiguous. What do we got? What do we got? Stone Age. Wow. Well, yeah. That's just because they were the land. How can I phrase this? It was the land that people knew that went back to Stone Age because nobody knew about America, right? So, yeah, England, Henry, the Magna Carta, the first Anglo-Saxon, Stone Age, later prehistory, Roman Britain. After Caesar's after Caesar. And the only reason that because Caesar, who was a god kind of fucking knucklehead of a general of a freaking he essentially taught the Romans, not the Romans, he taught the Britons how to be British. right? He set up their armies and the navies and their uh, political system, essentially. Yeah. The Romans and their culture stayed in charge for 350 years. 350 years. That is not a little bit of time. Then the Normans and the Saxons, and then they took over, and then they became Kingdom of Tribes of Britain, circa 600 AD. Oh yeah, they were tribes. So come on, man, when did this place become a place? Anglo-Saxon hierarchy and Christianity, Vikings challenges, and the rise of the Wessex of Lance. Okay, 787. All right, I think I'm right. I think it's about 900. Norman England. The Norman conquest led to a profound change in the history of the English state. Okay, so that in September 1066, Harold of Norway. All right. Debated very killed Harold from Norway. On September 8th, William of Normandy invaded England. Harold was killed. William was crowned king on Christmas Day, 1066. For 5 years, he faced serious rebellion in various parts of England, half-hearted Danish invasion, but he subdued them and established an enduring regime. Okay, so I was wrong. I was off by 70 years. 70 years. All right, so the founding of England essentially was 1066. And that's 1066. 20, so they'll be 1,000 years old in 2066, which is fucking impressive. I might make that if I clean up my living. I might make that. Yeah. How old are you? How old would you be in 1066? I remember as a child, they were saying like they were like, oh, the Halley's Comet with glass came around here and it's gonna come around back there. And I remember I was a little kid and I was like, I think I'm gonna be. I did the math of like 32 or something. And Halley's Comet came around and I remembered like Halley's Comet. Let's look up Halley's Comet. This is just for me. I'm not gonna go into Halley's Comet. Halley's Comet. Comet Hale-Bopp. I mean, did they change the name of fucking Halley's Comet? I remember Comet Hale-Bopp. I was like, what? I don't think that's Halley's Comet. Before 1066. Wow, that is an amazing coincidence. All right, we can close this down. So, England was founded in 1066. Halley's Comet structure composition history before 1066. All right. So somewhere along the way they got their shit together and the war stopped and someone noticed it. Oddly enough, the same year that Britain became a thing. In 1066, a comet was seen in England thought to be an omen. Later that year, Harold II of England died at the Battle of Hastings and William the Conqueror claimed the throne. Okay. So it ties into the founding of England. The comet is represented by the Bayeux tapestry and described in the titulu as a star. Surviving accounts in the period described as appearing to be 4 times the size of Venus and shining with a light equal to a quarter of that of the moon. I don't know if any of that right? Halley's Comet. So let's get it. Okay, so here it is. 1986, it came through. The next time it comes through is in 2061, and then 2134. So I saw it in 1986. But I remember hearing about it when I was like 10. The last time it came around was 1910, and before that was 1835. So, like, when Celestial events happened, I told my nephew, "Hey, we should go." He was like, "Man, I'm not trying to go see that." I was like, "Dude, it's only coming around once in your lifetime. You get to be alive to fucking see it." Man, all right, that's it. Things get lost, right? This is important shit. I really do believe. Next return of Halley's Comet to July 28th, 2061. And then March 27th, 2134. Every 70 years, baby. Is that right? Maybe it's a little more than 170 years. I thought it was every 70 years. Halley's Comet, or Comet Halley's, which is because it was a short per comet, blah, blah, blah. Every 75 to 76 years. I mean, some people never get to see it. Some people don't live long enough. Some people want to and get all sorts of ailments. Why does no one give a fuck about this shit? Just like no one cares about like wiping out the pigeons and all this other stuff. At this point, if you don't care about wiping out or checking out this incredible stuff, maybe the next comment with our name on it is warranted, right? Some of us are trying to get to the next level. Other of us are just kind of like, yeah, fuck it. Yeah. So England is 1066. England is 930 years old, 60 years old, 66. We're in the 20s. So they're 960 years old. Because in 40 years, it'll be their 1000th birthday. And here's the thing. They're not the oldest because there's other people just as old, like the Norwegians, like Norway and Finland, these old countries, who you love to like write about. But there's older places in Africa. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Please, ladies and gentlemen, like and subscribe if you find this kind of content interesting. Let's put this out. I am Karma Arma on Twitch. Please like and subscribe. I am True S Armor on YouTube. Karma Arma, KARMA on Twitch, and True S Armor on YouTube. So please like and subscribe. I'm supposed to ask you that. But something tells me if you like me, you subscribe. But I get it. Let's put this out. A 1,000 years old. America's only 243. We don't need to dig up. Let's see if they say how old we are on YouTube. United States of America. All right, we can answer a couple of questions. How many of us are there, Americans? Right. Our population, ethnic by race, 76.3% white, 13.4% black, 5.9% Asian. Wow, really, the Asians are really running amok up here. 2.8% multiracial other. 1.3% Native American. There's your genocide for you. 0.2% Pacific Islander, which is essentially Guam and Hawaii. 18.5% Hispanic or Latino. Ethnicity by other. What the fuck does that mean? 65% Christianity, 28% no religion. Oh, sweet Jesus. Those no religion people might be saving our ass. What's the population? Cha capital, yeah, largest city, yeah. Really, New York is still the largest city? I thought. Well, no, I guess Miami wouldn't be not Miami. Los Angeles wouldn't be the largest city. Ugh. Come on, people. Population 331,449,000. Really, just 331 million of us. All right. Well, there you have it. But it's a pretty big ass population. It's not a billion people like China and India, but we're the third largest, and we're behind by a lot. You Americans need to get with up. You know what I'm saying? We need to bolster our numbers. It doesn't tell us how old we are, which is funny. Show DC capital largest city, official ethnic group, religion, demonyms. Demon, I guess, yeah, American. Yeah, okay. Yeah, just one, just the one. Okay, I'll buy that. Congress, upper house, lower house, right? Declaration, Confederate Treaty, Paris, Constitution, Bill of Rights. Last state admitted is August 1959. Anybody know the last state admitted? Alaska. Should I even click on it? Because you know this. The last two states admitted to the Union were Hawaii and Alaska in the same year. Why do I know this shit? Internet TLD. It tells you what our internet is. Generic top level domain. Okay. Comms, orgs, net, ed, gov, mil. CCTLD generally not used in the US. USPRASG. Oh, okay. Formerly removed by ICON in 2008, but still recognized by the US government. Oh, okay. That's like us not using metrics, I guess. Okay, so where was that? Population. Driving side right, calling code +1. Good lord, they tell you all this stuff. I wonder what Russia is. GDP, population, area, independence, legislature, government, dealing, religion, ethnicity. All right, doesn't tell us anyway. Well, why does that tell you the founding? Largest capital, largest city, official language, flag, coat of arms. That's weird. I find that weird. I'm sorry. I'm running down a rabbit hole with stuff that is not on the American uh, Wikipedia page. What is Gini? It says everything's green, which says we're growing GDP, but this is Gini. In economics, the Gini coefficient, sometimes called the Gini index or Gini ratio, is a measure of statistical dispersion intended to represent the income inequality or wealth inequality within a nation. Oh, that's good. They should add that there. That shit is high. It's pointed up like all the others, but it's red instead of green. So it's like, how does your country loot you, essentially? And it says, yeah, America loots its citizens freely, essentially. Name of America, blah, 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 indigenous people, Colombia, blah, 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 blah. All right, you know what? We don't need, we're talking about the United States, Mark. We're not talking about Colombia. We're not talking about the Americas. We're talking about, please hear United States of America. 331 million people. I think Chris one was more than that. But you know what? I can't find what I'm looking for here. I think I'm going to have to, nothing about the revolution, indigenous people, history, right? Native American, history of the United States, outline of United States history. All right, let's try that because it's not here. This is more modern. Um, okay, 1776 to 2000 to present, modern day, Reconstruction era. Okay, well, sometimes you get so much information that it's useless. So, what year are we in? 2021. Oh, come on, man. 2021 minus 1776. Da da. 245 years. What did I say? Well, luckily it's all on tape. Whew. All right. Something about Tucker Carlson, but I kind of don't give a fuck. Look, listen. I'm gonna give you some rah rah speech right now because you allowed me to run down a rabbit hole on the internet, which I love. And I always say, if you have a curious mind and an internet connection, there's no reason that you should be stupid, right? You can look up all sorts of things, and it gets crowdsourced, right? A lot of people go, "This article is wrong." Who? They're not just me or you or the butcher. There'll be scientists and experts in the field saying America was like just like America wasn't isn't in Europe and it wasn't founded in 1912. Like a lot of people would agree with that, right? And then they'll write it. Oh, I'm sorry. Western Hemisphere, 70-76. And then, so not all the information is wrong. I mean, tis what it is, but it's not, but tisn't that. How about that? Um, I'm gonna go to an ice cube. Then I'll be back. I should make a sandwich, but I'd have to bring all that stuff in here and make a sandwich. Not doing that. Just gonna go get an ice cube. But man, I need something to eat. All right. Here's the thing. Now I'm realizing what I want for dinner. I have steak in there. I can make a steak, but I want, and I have broccoli. I can make steak and broccoli, but I want mashed potatoes. And my mashed potato game, look at how much ice is in this fucking thing. My mashed potato game is butt. I keep saying stuff is butt. But it is. It's not good. Take the skin off, boil the potatoes, a little salt. Potatoes get soft. Take them out. Actually, you could chop them in half to cook quicker, right? Take them out, a little salt. Take the versus whole. Take them out, drain them, mash them with a little cream. You know what the best thing to do with mashed potatoes is? Dip French fries in them. It sounds a little ridiculous, but mashed potatoes with French fries is the fucking bomb. You can yeah. It might be too much potato for you to comprehend, but yeah. Sweet juice. Okay, if I can tell any of you anything, let me just say this: y'all need to calm down with the tattoos. I'm about to get one covered up, and I may get a sleeve or two. I have a thing about uniformity, so if I get one arm done, I'm gonna get the other arm done to that point. It won't be one whole sleeve on one arm and nothing on the other. Every time I see that, I just kind of go, just kind of like, this is what happens when you draw for, like, not I'm about to say draw for a living, but like you grown up drawing, you look for symmetry and everything. Um, yeah. So we have been streaming for an hour. Thank you. You've been extremely kind to me. I'm coming out of like I want to say, oh my God, that was about a 35-minute sort of coma. Um, we looked up some stuff. We found that Britain is 1,000 years old in about 60 years. We found that we are 245 years old. And we better get on it if we're going to be 100 chords, 8 minutes. Really? 100 guitar chords in 8 minutes. Huh. I may make a burger tonight. After this show ends, should I get on stream and finally test my phone, or well, I don't have anything to hang this on. Like I would need to get a guitar stand holder for my iPad, which I think I might have to buy, and then we can really get stupid. God, look, I ran across this girl today. I've been thinking about it all day. She had a sleeve tattoo, just one arm, but they were. I have a thing about sunflowers, but hers were daisies. I want to say daisies. They were like she had all these daisies on, but they were a five petal plant daisy. Yes, they were daisies. Daisy flower. Yeah, they were daisies. Just all like she had a nice one right here, which set it off like almost on the back of her hand. Not, I don't like backhand tattoos, but almost at the back of her hand, just kind of like spilling up, like butter right here, and then like this just black uh and negative image daisies, and the yellow were colored in, but the petals were her skin, and there were different shading of all sorts of small daisies around. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was fucking beautiful. And I was like, I always thought like I would get sunflowers on one arm and metal chain on the other arm, or a combination of both, which I think at this point in my life I actually may do. But like I said, I draw, so I'll probably design it myself. You got to find somebody, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, that sounds great. That'll be $3,000 to wear on your body forever." I'm like, $3,000 every day. So we'll see. Come on, let's get at it. You cannot be part of this church. We had church yesterday. If you showed up yesterday, it counts as church slash synagogue slash mosque, and we decided that yesterday. See, and then I'm sliding. Now, see, it's the whoop. So, but I like to do. I don't feel comfortable doing it this way. First of all, they say men shouldn't cross their legs. Whoever says that is an idiot. They're your legs. Cross them if you want to. So, man, all right. So let's try the finger picking super slow, just to see if we can fuck with it. That was wrong. This was this. Yeah, I don't know how they do it. I guess it's tons of training, right? That's how they do it. Like when I did this yesterday, remember the dog started like looking around. Well, you didn't see, but the dog was like, "Where's that high pitch coming from?" No, it was way down here. We're doing this. Oop. But now the birds are like, don't care. I think they obviously hear it, but they just don't care. Birds are sort of kind of like, meh. If you're not within like 5 inches of me, you're not a threat to me. I'm out of here. You know, I would rather not play with a pick. So I guess I'm gonna have to somehow learn. There's got to be a way. And I also looked up. You can get an acrylic nail, so you could do this better. Like it's sort of like having like a picker. But who wants to walk around with a giant nail? Can you even touch a boobie with a giant nail? I don't think so. I think there are laws against stuff like that. I'll ask the women's league. For all you guys who don't know, there's a secret women's league and there's a secret men's league. And if you know the right people, you can go and ask them all manner of questions, and they will help you out because but they don't want you to know that they exist there. And you got to know people because some questions to one person can be stupid and ridiculous and offensive to another person. So I sneak over to the women's league because I know a lot of cool lady friends, and I show up and I stand outside because I'm not allowed to knock at the door. Only women are allowed in, and then If I stand out there for like 3 or 4 minutes, they come to the door because they know that there's a guy out there. They go, "What's the drama?" And I tell them who I know, and I tell them I have a question, and then they call and verify it. The whole thing takes about 30 seconds, and they let me into their giant library of all things womandom. I'm not allowed to touch anything, but they'll walk me to that section, and then they'll pop open the giant book of all things, like not just on that topic, and then they'll tell me it because they all know it. They all know it, and then they'll show me in the sacred book that it's actually written down. I know. There's also one that I can't talk about, but it's sort of similar. And if you're cool, I can help you out with those questions too. But mind you, my rank is not high, so I can only help you with so much. This tells you when I go to the opposition, the people I know who send me there, their rank is high. I can ask any question. But if you did the same thing, you got to know someone higher than me. I can probably only tell you why men miss the urinal, and we all know that's in the great book. That was pretty good. I'm glad I wrote that down. That's actually a stupid short story if you really want to write it. Bum 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 bum. Fa la 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 la. Guitar practice. All right, so here we go. I'm a little loopy and goofy because, like I said, I've been up. I went to bed yesterday after Michael Bathurst's stream, and then which about 1:30, I managed to do the morning show. Then we went to work. Because we're not, what did they call us? Takers? We're not takers, right? Tis what it is. Technology, man. And like I said, life is cyclical. I'm back to looking for a church community, one that I remember as a kid that I liked. I like the preacher, I like the people, I like the elder people, I like the younger people, right? In an environment where a lot of people don't believe, because the examples of church have been shit, right? So the country is still 75% white or whatever, and 75% Christian. And what do those Christians say? Racist shit, greedy shit, sexist, like crap. You know, none of the things that if you were Christian, like you're supposed to be a Christian, right? Your fellow man and help a stranger out, like, you know, the place would be totally different. Fuck you, fight me. I love that phrase. You can't say it to black people because some people punch you in the face as soon as you say it, right? But the idea of it is argue with me, disprove my claim. But it's such an arrogant way to say it. Fuck you, fight me. Like, you know, because I mean, the idea of it is to argue it out. It's like I can tell you the history of Southern white churches, and that wins my argument right there. I can tell you the history of the Catholic Church and its improprieties toward women and not like in the yeah, and the greed against the source and all that for 1,000 years. And I can tell you recently about what they did to their own children, right? I wouldn't be lying. But you would have to tell me, and look, as someone trying to get their faith back, I get it, right? You may have never lost faith, but at the same time, even as you never lost faith and you kept the faith, you can't just go rubber stamp evil because the church is doing it. If ISIS did it, you'd be like, those people fucking suck. But the church does, you're like, you know what? There's reasons for what? Fucking kids? Get out of here. Why are you protecting these guys? You should want them gone to bring back not the allure, but to bring back like, okay, look, that's the wrong phrasing. You should want to Restore honor and integrity goes to politicians. I don't even know what to say to this. You should not want that in your churches. I guess what I'm trying to say. And people protect stuff, and it is what it is, man. Right? You can be mad at the politician, shady politician, but not at the person who claims to lead by God. Right? Not those people. Even the what's his name? The head of the Ayatollah, right, of Iran. He's not put there by God. He's just their highest religious figure, right? You can't say anything about him; they'll kill you. But still, he's their highest religious figure. The Catholic Church is saying these guys are ordained by God. They're the voice of God here. If okay, then you need to fucking step up and be about that, and you're not. Or the racist shit for the last 1,000 years, or the anonymous raped women throughout, like the nuns. Oh my God, come on, pregnant nuns. Yeah, come on, man. I can't even. I hope the new class. I'm not saying. I mean, cause it's not going to be washed away. It's 1,000 years old, right? But I'm hoping the new class, or whoever comes through, keeps that in mind when they administer to the flock, of believers, of the faithful. I mean, if you don't want them to just be fucking stupid, right, and giving money, you want them to be faithful. I mean, you're still in control of both groups, but you still want them to be faithful. Have faith. But this is the cycle as I see it. As a young man, you have faith, or what you think is faith, because your parents bring you to church every day, and you got a Christian style, mind you. I don't know about Muslim and Jewish style, right? But Christian style, you got communion, you got your Lord's name, which is on a plaque somewhere in my mom's house. I don't even know. I think it was David. It might have been Matthew. I have no idea, right? So then you go up, they're about 16. All you want to do is touch boobies and smack asses, and you run around with wow, and and you slowly get away from that. And then whenever you're in trouble, you pray, oh, sweet Jesus, help me. Get me out of this. Lord, please let me pass this test. I can't get left back. I have to graduate high school. Lord, let me pass the Spanish test, right? And you don't pass it, but somebody skirts you a grade just to get you out of high school. That is not my story, by the way. I just stopped taking it at 9th grade because I was like, this fucking sucks. 10th grade, rather. But yeah, all these kind of things. And then as you get older, right, you get married in the church and you criticize the church and you forget about the church. But then you get older, and you're like 60, and all your friends are dying and have died, and your youngest baby has 3 kids and expecting her grandkid, and you're sitting there going, wow, it's been a good long life. And you begin to look at the afterwards, right? And like, oh, maybe I'll start looking after my soul and begin going to church, and maybe you'll join the choir, maybe you go to Bible study, right? And you take it serious, and bam, now you're a believer again, right? And you're putting everything in Bible terms. I remember as a kid, my mother would get us all up to go to Sunday church, right? Sunday, we get there early. So we had to go to Sunday school. No, sometimes Sunday school was before church, and there was a Sunday school after church. So you could get up early and go to Sunday school and then meet mom at church in the pews, or you could wake up late, like sleep an hour, and then go to church with mom, because Sunday school was like an hour. Go to church with mom and then stay after church for an hour after Sunday school. Somewhere around 14, I was like, I'm not doing Sunday school anymore. I think somewhere around 12, I'm not doing Sunday. I'm too old for Sunday school was my excuse. Fine, I don't have to go to Sunday school, but now I have to join the choir. That lasted about a year. I'm like, I am not going back to, and so now I'm like 13, 14. I'm not singing in the choir. I'm not doing it. So then my mother put us in this African thing. We were going to be doing something. That's a good mom right there, right? So I didn't have to go to Sunday school anymore, because now I was at a drumming, that's why I have a conga drum in the other room. African dance troupe. Ask my brother about it. He knows all about it. He spent forever there. He loved it. But so now, about this time, I'm like 16, 17. I'm still going to church, right? And I'm not going to Sunday school, but I met these guys that I hung out with at church who I thought were cool. Um, and I would go to church. And then somewhere around that time, my mother insisted my father start going to church. And he was like, woman, you are crazy. And he was not going. So somewhere around 20 years ago, my father started going to church. I was like, it's like it's like what's that Bill Cosby joke? I know y'all don't not crazy about Bill Cosby, but Bill Cosby has this joke about the kind of person his father was when he was a boy, and the kind of person his father was with his grandchildren. He was like, "Who are these people? Right? I don't even recognize this man." And he was like, "I think he's trying to get into heaven," and that's kind of like the goofy joke. But yeah, my father is now he's not like a Bible thumping religious person, but he's an usher in the church and he goes every Sunday, helps out. He's about and faithful. I'm like, and I'm slowly sliding back into that. But my whole family has always been these people, right? My brother's a minister. And he's always been a minister. Like he didn't have an arc. He was always a minister. Uh, and I was always involved in church. Like I said, I hung out in church when I didn't have to. Uh, I would go down there just to hang out. So I mean, church is community, right? And now you can't do that. You go to just summon and you go back home and that's it. And if you do show up and want to hang out, there's no one there. And if there is someone there, it's the preacher, he wants you to mop or sweep. I don't mind doing that. But we used to go get food. We used to use the church's kitchen. We would put food. I mean, we had no money. I was 16. We would somehow manage to get coupons, put food in the pantry of the church at Epiphany Lutheran. And we would cook. And people were like, why are you cooking now? Who did it? Oh, we bought this. We put on, and they were like, oh. They wanted to be like, how dare you be here and be snotty and controlling. But we would do it, and then they took control because how dare you young people do. And they killed all that young people energy in the church, just like that. Cut his head off. I don't know what happened to that church. After that, we hung out at my boy's house and we listened to all the reggae music. And the first time I had calzone but just because we essentially got kicked out of the church by the church elders, the 50 and 60-year-olds, and then the church slowly died. Because I was semi-church, but I was also hip-hop, and I would bring a lot of my friends to church. My buddy on this went to that church a couple of times, not for the sermon, but like at night when we have. And this is how you get people in. But they didn't care. They didn't care. And then all of a sudden, no one's in your church. Now what do? You push the faithful out, or you have to meet people where they are. You know what I'm saying? And everybody wants to be some sort of pious idiot, Pontius Pilate idiot is what they want to be. So yeah, like come here. This is a guitar church, and this all started because I was saying if you showed up yesterday, and we're here every day, 1,000 days. Easily the next year and a half, but after that, the next year and a half, which is 1,000 days. But yeah, we're not gonna miss a day. Every Monday. Well, yeah, every Monday, but every day, Monday through Monday or Sunday through Sunday. When I say this, 7 a.m. for an hour, and then 4 p.m. for as long as we ever love and want. But we're gonna be learning shit. I mean, I've been talking a little bit now for a bit. But come on, man, we run at it. So you can take a break for 20 minutes, 40 minutes if you want. Roll something, smoke something, cook something, eat something. As long as you're here with us, you're good. And I really hope that you're picking up an instrument. Astraceus, the Larus perennius, the daisy, is a common European species of family Astraceae, often considered the archetypal species of that name. To distinguish this species from other daisies is sometimes qualified as a common daisy, lawn daisy, or English daisy. Daisies are fucking beautiful, and I don't mind telling you, I have a thing for women with names of flowers. So if your name is Heather, if your name is Rose, if your name is Daisy, if your name is Chrysanthemum, I actually met a girl named Chrysanthemum. Oh, yeah, those I just think they're awesome. And I again, like I said, I grew up around hippies in the like early 70s, right? People's name Rainbow. So I love these names. I love these names. If your name is Rainbow or Apple or Cloud, I'm like, that's not a great one of those, but I like it. Right? Rock Hudson, his name is Rock, right? I think Fiona Apple has a great last name. My last name is great, Armor, Armor, but that's not a fruit or flower or plant, right? But yeah, but as for names of ladies, I've always liked because there's not that many names. I like guys' names like Rock, but you don't get very many of those. And when they always do, you get boys' names like that. They come across as like warlike and aggressive. Like you can name your son Mars, right? But Mars was a god of war. You can't name him Daisy. You might in this drugged up age, you might be able to name him Ritalin. uh, I don't know, man. There's a ton of beautiful names out there. But first, you have to have kids, and I'm about to slide right on into my have friends argument. You gotta have kids, but now no one's getting married. No one's having kids. A lot of these kids don't have full families because, let's face it, parenting is arrogance. Quite frankly, you get to control someone's existence until they're 18, and then you get to guilt them into believing that you were right until they're at least 30. So instead of doing it right the first time, uh, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. So what is it? I think it's it's not loneliness. What is it? It's a sort of insecurity of not wanting to show yourself, right? You can't be you can't be emotionally naked to people. So you don't date only this one girl. You date these five girls, and then they found out about it, and then they all break up with you. I got to hell with them. Then you move on to this one girl. You date someone, and the woman does the same thing. It's also I don't get trapped by anybody. My feelings are, and then before you know it, you can't commit to anything real and long lasting. Like I was talking about my family and my dad, right? And we were talking about earlier this week. We were talking about the Carters' 75th wedding anniversary, and and my parents have been married for about God, I want to say 70 years, right? Maybe 68. But how old are my parents? I think my parents are older than I think they are. Because I keep saying the age, but I never aged them up, and I've been saying the same age for about 10 years. So maybe that's the thing that I'm playing with myself because my parents are getting old. Yeah, yeah. Look, in an age of divorce and small families and you know 1,000 kids who are raised by single mothers, family's important. It can't be important one way, right? You can't rob children of this experience and then expect them to be normal down the line, right? It's a selfish investment if you do it this way. uh and I'm not saying get married. I'm just saying, you know pick the right person and then go through with that versus just fucking getting pregnant in high school, which is a lot of what this is. And I think there's an arrogance to it, right? If the government didn't put men in jail for this, I don't think you'd have this many kids running around being ridiculous. And I openly said on this program before, uh, I've met like when I grew up, there were some kids without fathers. Fathers died in wars and died in accidents and got divorced, but those were few, right? And we liked them anyway. You know what I'm saying? Now it's all the kids don't have a father. There's a whole side of a family that you don't know. Don't fucking tell me that that's good for society because it's good for women, right? And here's the rub about this. I met this woman. This conversation happened on Facebook. I met this woman. She was like talking about her. She had 3 kids, no husband, and she was talking about, well, um, I don't. My kids don't need a husband. These men are ridiculous. I was like, don't you know you're fulfilling the same prophecy? You're essentially complaining about the mothers of the last generation, and you're fulfilling the same prophecy. So what are you talking about? And then the conversation went dead because I was right. And that's the way logic works. Family's important. Nobody's saying get married, but that kid should at least be able to go, man, my dad's an idiot for himself. Not meet him at 30 with all this baggage because you told him all these stories, or and vice versa. I have a friend who got his daughter from his wife, who's a drug addict, I think. Um, tried and failed and tried to fail to get her shit together, and then she, like tried to sort of like eventually got her shit together like 20 years later when this girl was like about to graduate college or something. Um, but that's different. He kept her away from her because she was a mess, right? But now that she's not a mess, you still need to. I don't know. I don't know. It's the environment destroys families, and I think at this point there's 1,000 ways to destroy families, and any way that you can save yours, I'm for it. Who do I hate in this? I don't hate anybody in my family, but I do have issues. Someone died who I was not close to, and I should have fixed that, and I sort of did not, and that weighs on me to this day. But that's one person. Uh, and now that I think about it, I could reach out to 3 other people. I think I'm going to reach out to 3 other people. So because that's look. What did we say when we started this? We're going to learn guitar in 1,000 days thing. We're going to talk about everything. We want you to. Oh, we want you. I was wondering what that was. We want you to be a musician, right? Come along with us. Maybe pick up something, maybe not. Watch and then maybe pick it up in a month or two, a week or two, right? Whatever. But there's a like an energy to the musician that we want you to be, right? We want to be. We don't want to be this like these catty, bitchy rappers. We want to be open. We don't want to have shit weighing on us, right? It's almost sort of like an Alcoholics Anonymous where you kind of like divulge all your shit and like they make you go out and apologize. We're not doing that. We're just going, I don't need the drama and the stress of it in my life, right? And if I have an issue with it, I'm gonna write a song about it, right? And we can't do that now, but we'll be able to do that in a year and a half, right? And that's where we're gonna put all those guys that you would flip off in your car. I'm not even doing that anymore, right? Yeah, I got a good line for that. Ooh, that fucking asshole who drove by, even you know what I'm saying? And we're all gonna turn it into music, right? So having this kind of outlook means some of those relationships that were like that before you got to this point of going, I'm going to take up a discipline and be a purposeful individual in this direction. And then we're using music, but you might want to write your novel or write your poetry book or paint more or finally work on that rap album, whatever it is, right? But it's a discipline to it, right? It's a discipline to it. Writing, right? So as we go toward that, we don't want the extra baggage of the old shit that we had. So, like I said, you don't have to run around and apologize to anybody, but at the same time, you have to recognize triggers and what makes you go fuck that. And when you comes up, you go, oh, yeah, almost got me. Let me write the fucking man. You write it down. People that and maybe if you don't write it down, you're just kind of like and let it go. You'll realize how easy it is to let a lot of this shit go, and you won't be dead of a heart attack at 50. You know what I'm saying? It's that, and you can be angry for the next 10 years, and all you'll have is anger. But here, if you play guitar for the next 10 years, you'll fucking be a guitarist. You know what I'm saying? That's where we're at. So, yeah, it's corny and it's stupid, and you could go and twerk with the rest of them or go to the clubs and do, yeah, but there's at the end of the day, you're going to age out of that. You're going to want some real good music. And why not have your favorite artist be you? Because like I say, it takes about a year and a half to like learn an instrument. I'm not saying be good at it, but like learn it. Like, oh, this is an F. This is an E. This is an A, an E. This is an A. This is a B, C. Right? Okay. We've only been doing this for, what's the date? 24 days. Right? Didn't know that then. Maybe you'll learn it a little slower or a little faster, but still in a year and a half, thereabouts, maybe a year, maybe 9 months, ooh, or maybe 2 years, but still, you know what I'm saying? So as you walk that's the thing you want to worry about, right? And all that is good, fun energy because nobody's making you do it. You want to do it. You want to learn this. Going back to what we were talking about, as you learn this, right? You don't want the energy to be eaten up. Think of this as firewood. You don't want your firewood to be eaten up by random sparks of hatred and anger and bullshit. And besides, we always know what hatred, anger, and bullshit gets. I live here in Virginia. Everybody and their mama has a gun on them. Um, yeah, okay, that's fine. I could carry two, but I'd rather have this, right? Um, if I need one, I'll get it then. But there seems to be a paranoia about the society, right? At least I think so. Um, and if you stop being paranoid about society, I mean, I know about guns. I've carried a gun. I know when I need to carry a gun, right? No one's after me. And if you flip me off in traffic, I kind of don't care. That hey, congratulations, that's your moment. But I'm not the guy to track you down. I'll follow you because you flip me off in traffic. Some people are that people, right? And I think those people will regret it as soon as the cops show up, especially since the person got a gun. You do something stupid with a gun. Now you're like, oh my God, I wish I didn't leave the house to get ice cream for my babies and my honey that I love with this gun, right? So my whole thing of I'm more concentrating on this. I do one in the morning, then I look forward to the afternoon show for the next day, right? And I work in between, and I can't wait to see you guys again. And I think if more people did that, I'm gonna have coffee and play guitar, or play the little piano, or write a little thing just for an hour, and then as I go to work, I'm thinking about the plot development or the chord progression or whatever, right? Whatever that you decide to take up to because I think a lot of this is you watch a lot of violence and bullshit news and it weighs on you. And then you're either a Republican or a Democrat, but you don't really get anything, right? In 10 years with this, you get music, and they don't get to control your emotional state, all right? And with that, that's where we're at, right? So you change a little bit because you're musical and you're a musician, and you don't hear a lot about musicians running amok and kicking people's asses. There have been incidents. I'm not saying they haven't. Wrecked hotel rooms are plenty. I'm not saying there wasn't. But generally, when you get your heart broken, you don't want to stalk her and see what she is. I love you, babe. You want to write a song about either I love that woman and she left me. How do I get her back? Or fuck that bitch. I'm glad she gone. On to the next one. Either way you internalize your feelings, that's better than not having a way to do it. I hope that makes sense. So yeah. So that's what we're saying. Do we want to lower this so we can get the whole thing on the boodle in? Yeah, that ought to do it. Um, daisies. Maybe I'll get daisies. Daisy, Daisy. And mind you, no one said it was fucking gonna be easy. I had been cursing my own name for the last 28 days, twice a day. We do about good lord. So not counting, we did an hour and 20 minutes this morning. Yesterday was Sunday. We did, I want to say, 3.5 hours because Sundays have no time limits. Our weekends have no time limits on our morning shows. I think those are the best shows. I can't wait to get like a group of people to come up regularly and talk to me in those shows. But like Saturday, I think we did 4 hours. Sunday, we did 3.5, and then 4 o'clock Saturday and 4 o'clock Sunday. I think the 4 o'clock Saturday show went to 8, and the 4 o'clock Sunday show, I want to say went to 8, a quarter to 9, 8, like 8:45, like it went after 8:30. So yeah, we're putting mileage on this concept, and you may disappear now and show up in a year, and fucking trust me, homie, I'm gonna be here. complain about some other thing that I didn't learn, but you're like, wow, you learned a fucking lot in a year, because we are human animals and that's what we do. We learn, but we're supposed to be social as well, right? So get out there, make friends, play guitar with other people, sing songs with other people. Maybe your band can social distance. I don't care as long as you're not playing Xbox or PC games by yourself. As long as you're not collecting musical instruments by yourself. As long as you're not, you know, find your find your find your opposite or equal. Birds of a feather is nice, but and then like if he plays guitar and maybe she plays, I don't know, banjo or whatever. Somebody sings, like, I mean, music is your lineage, whether you know it or not. It absolutely is. And I'm new at it, and I'm chasing it. I'm getting it, and I know that in 5 years I'll be, even if this 1,000-day devotion takes 2,000 days, I end up being a guitar player. It's better to be the worst guitar player than not be a musician at all, right? And it's not about the guitar. I'm here to learn music. I want to learn music theory and chords, on not just here but on the piano. Apparently, I learned today there's no middle C on the guitar. There's like a bunch of C's all over the place, but there's a middle C on the piano. And I was like, I thought music was all music, and it was no, all these quirky little odd things unique to each instrument. It's fucking crazy. It's great. But let's see if we can. I am freaking starving. I am not going to nuke. Okay, this is what I have in the fridge. I have my gamer brew, which is I may make pasta and chicken. I've got a lot of chicken in there to go through. I don't eat so much fried chicken anymore as I eat a lot of roast chicken, and chicken was easy to come by. Um, ugh, ugh. You did that twice. Ugh. Anyway, yeah. So that sucks. But in a year, that's going to be Clapton. Trust me, it's gonna be indistinguishable from Clapton. Yeah. I hope that Clapton doesn't sue me for even saying that. But why not be a musician in a year? I mean, you can learn music, right? The rest of it is slow fingers, which is what my issue is. But a clef, and like every good boy does fine. Like, I mean, it was boring as a kid, but like they made you do it then. If you want it now, it's a totally different game. Totally super duper want it now. So let's try this pentatonic one more time. Let's put the strap on. Let's put the strap on. All right, everybody just calm down. You freaking savages. Shame on you. We just talked about God and Jesus. All right, here we go. Ooh, that's not good. That was wrong. That was 3 instead of 2. So I wanted Rasa pasta the other night, and I didn't get it. And I was proud of myself at the end of the night, because that was like easily 4 pounds of weight on me that I didn't need. But I'm gonna tell you, that fucking pasta is awesome. So here's my thing. I think I'm gonna do more meat because I like meat, and vegetables, potatoes, string beans, broccoli, everything. But the pot, I mean, I'm gonna keep rice because here's the thing. Me and my brother grew up in the same house under the same authority figures, mom and dad, right? We grew up eating rice almost with every meal. I loved it. He doesn't like rice. He said as soon as he moved out, he stopped eating it. He told me this like 5 years ago. And he moved out when he went to college in his early 20s, right? I was like, what? He was like, yeah, no rice in my house. I was like, get out of here. I said, the same kitchen table, the same parents, the same meal. I cannot get enough rice. You can mix it with everything. It takes on the flavor of everything. I fucking love it. No, absolutely not. Don't bring that into this house. I find that amazing. I love you, bro. All right, here we go. I wonder why though. Maybe he had it too much. Oh man. I mean, this is what I like to do. My mother made the best meatloaf. So you make meatloaf, right? To do two things with it. So day old meatloaf, you slice it thin, you nuke it in the microwave when microwaves are new. I'm not even gonna tell that story. So you nuke it in the microwave when the microwaves are new, right? And then you put mayo. Well, I used to mayo and hot sauce on white bread because back then we only bought white bread. Then one day my father bought whole wheat bread, and no one ate the white bread. He was like, "All right, from now on, I'm only buying whole wheat bread." And since that day, I must have been about 12. I only eat whole wheat bread. Um, just weird quirks of like family chicanery like that. But yeah, so you take the and you put it on between two pieces of bread. This meat like best, or you nuke it with rice and you mash it with rice with a little ketchup and seasonings, and you get like rice and ground beef essentially. And once you break up the meatloaf, it's the best. I would never think of doing that with pasta. Pasta would be too wet. You would have to cook the pasta in something. What would you cook the pasta in if I mix it with meatloaf? Beef broth, I guess. You could boil it in beef broth. That'd be good. I don't know. I'm seeing. I like to cook. I'm sitting here thinking of how. Here's the problem. I like to cook. I don't have anybody to cook for. Don't tell anybody. Um, and when I cook a lot, and then I end up eating it for like 4 days. But some of the stuff, the things I really, really love to cook is like stews, beef stews, soups, and stuff like that. That's only for the winter. And now I live in Virginia. But I'm telling you, a hearty fucking stew, like a thick stew with rice or pop, and you get as a. Come on. Come on. Why are we talking about food? I'm starving. Stop talking about food. All right, here we go. Let's go through the penta. Ugh. 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 That's not right either. I'm not doing it there. I'm doing it there. I'm not doing it there, and I'm not doing it there. So why am I getting a hiccup? All right, let's. All right, here we go. Oh my God, the hiccups. Okay, that's right. Oh, that's sloppy, but it's right. That is too sloppy, but it's right. This is correct finger position. That's right too. There you go here, which is the right finger position. And this is right. So I have the same problem I had yesterday. Don't you make me fucking come down there. I mean it. Frick! All right. All right. Well, we obviously are only 28 days into our 1,000 days. 28, 24. See, that explains it. At the 28th day, we would have had all this locked out. Ooh, you know what I haven't? Remember, like last week, when was it? Was it Saturday? Not this past Saturday. Last week, Saturday, when we cooked the meatloaf. Now that I'm thinking about meatloaf. I have lasagna in there. Maybe we will do the same thing we did like 2 weeks ago this Saturday and cook the lasagna while we play guitar. So we took it out, we put it in, right? We read the instructions, we put it in the toaster oven, hold it. We put it in the back of the fridge, we set the toaster oven, it got hot faster than we thought. Because we weren't going to put on the stove, remember that? Because the stove would get the whole place hot, it was 1,000,000 degrees. So it took 15 minutes it took about 10 minutes for the toaster oven to get hot, maybe 5. Put that in, and for 45 minutes, set the timer for 45 minutes. 45 minutes later, timer goes off. We take it out, take the top off, and let it cook for another half hour, uncovered. So we take it out, we do that, we put it in another half hour uncovered. And then the alarm clock goes off again. An hour and a half, the thing is ready. I'm like, I give it another 15 minutes. The timer goes off one more time. We take it out, not hungry. So we put it in a pan because it was hard to like maneuver because the aluminum pan began to really cheap like aluminum that they made this thing in. Because once the thing wasn't frozen, it began to like swoosh about and like what do they call it when the whole place begins to shimmy, like when the ground begins to kind of like earthquakes, we can anyway. So put it in like a cooking dish, like a Teflon cooking dish, and had it later. It was fairly good. I ate it for like the next 4 days, but it took like an hour and a half to cook that thing. And we did it. We did it on stream. Like we cooked it for an hour and a half, and that stream was like 5 hours long. Because I was like, should I even do it? Because I'm starving. And I was like, what am I going to have for dinner? It was a weekend session. I was like, well, these are going to be long streams anyway, so I might as well. And y'all gave me just like, I'm never, when I walk away from the camera, I'm never away for more than 2 minutes. You should know that, right? I always time myself, never away for more than 2 minutes. Unless I tell you what's up. Like I had somebody come to the door and I had to deal with that. I think that may have been 3 or 4 minutes. Yeah. Why don't you do it right? That reach is crazy. It's this. Right, and it's this. Then it's this. I'm gonna throw this whole thing out a window sometimes. I'm telling you, man, the plucking and the pinky is just making this thing way harder than it needs to be. I'm not blaming you, pinky. Although that fucking buzz. Whenever I feel like this, I say the same thing. It's a seed. We plant it in our soul, and we water it with hard work. And it may be a bush, or it may be a giant redwood, or it may be a forest, right? But it's ours. It may be a tiny little grass of clover all over the place, right? But it'll be ours. Just right now. About to lose my shit because, man, I thought I planted it good and deep and watered it a lot. I was hoping to see some art by now. I was not missing this many strikes before. It can't be fatigue. All right, what is it? Is it a mental? I'm trying to hold it like I hold the electric, just to kind of. Pluck the damn strings, man. I swear to God. All right. All right. This precision thing is straight. Yeah, I think I'm visually frustrated. We have been streaming for 2 hours. I always make an announcement every hour of the hour. I don't know, like a homie clock or something. Like a Swiss watch, like a homie watch. But when I'm doing it this way, it's so hard to get to everything. So I should probably have it. If I had it anywhere, it should be this way. Shut your eyes and do it like. Damn it. My plucking hand is missing everything. Really. So bad. So bad. So bad. You would think that I was not doing this not on stream. Everything I could make right now would take me about 5 minutes, not including microwave time. So, I think we might be crashing this out in a half an hour because I'm freaking starving. Like I said, I can bring it all back here and make it, but that would be a little too Martha Stewart for me. Uh, do I have any snacks? Yeah, no, I don't even have any like stupid fillable candy. All right, I'll be right back. We'll be right back. All right. Surely there's a bag of chips in this house. All right, so now what I could have done, this is stupid. What I could have done was brought like some cold cuts in here, some crackers, just kind of nibbled and eat. Instead, I bring like chocolate, which is not going to be awesome, but it'll be. It's nice and cold too. It's straight out the fridge. I didn't set the timer. I wonder how long I was going. Yeah, I would have had to. Pretty good. I would have had to nuke the rice, nuke the chicken, shred the chicken, combine, then season. Garlic powder, onion powder, salt. Garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper. A little ginger, a little red pepper flakes, some ketchup, obviously, and some hot sauce, obviously. That would have been like 5 minutes. So you gotta nuke it for like 4 minutes, and then you gotta shred the bone out of the chicken. You nuke it again, and then you add all that shit while it's hot. Then you tussle and tumble. Bring it in here. Good eats. But wow, we're not gonna eat these for dinner. We're not having Rice Krispies and Kit Kats for dinner. It's funny. I don't have any vegetables in this house that aren't frozen. All right. This is the last one. Okay, this is the last one. I was driving around today, and at the noon mix, everybody's lunchtime break, noon mix DJ. He's playing his his mix, and it's Monday. It was obviously a Friday mix. Obviously a Friday mix. All these Friday party songs. I just got paid. It's Friday night. Then he yells out, "It's Friday!" I was like, "Who's got this tape on the loop?" I changed the station. I don't know what happened after that. Mm. Yep. Hello. I'll get out of here. This is the last one. This is it. Good stuff. Put that back in the fridge. Okay. That was dinner. All right. Woo. A day's, what is it? A daily allow. What is it? Your daily allowance of recommended vitamins and minerals. Isn't that what they used to say on the back of cereal boxes and stuff? Ugh. I'm gonna regret that later. Where's my guitar? All right, here we go. Oh my gosh. We didn't even check this. We didn't even check if this is in tune, did we? We tune every day. That's good. That's good. Really? You were just in tune. You were just in tune. What is going on here? I don't know how this thing just keeps getting out of tune. And if I just keep tuning it, how come all the strings just don't burst on me? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. Can you hear? It's amazing. They're like a little gang with wings. They know something's going on. There's like 7 of them. Why is a rattle there? I don't know what's going on in Birdland, but man, the pad of your finger, huh? Which is not easy to do. Mm-mm. He's gonna do it a third time. I guess he's not. All right, so there's a chimney over there with a like a bunting around it, right? But it's like cement. And the bird walked up with his chest, and he like looked at it. He tried to like hop on it, like you could hop on, but it's like 3 feet high. He just hopped on like 2 inches and like smacked into it. He like recovered himself, moved around, did it again. And when I thought he was gonna do it the third time, he just sort of gave up and walked around it. Greckles, huh? Remember Greckles, people. Greckles. All right. So, what is going on here? Well, this is what's going on here. This scale I should have had I want to say last week Friday, and I still don't have it. And not only do I not have it, I have precision and placement fingertip issues. It's more pad than it should be. This is this way. No, this is this way. That's not right. What did I miss? I don't even know what to tell you. Wow, I can't whistle at all now. There's definitely something going on in Greco world. Like he's pecking at the base of the. Maybe that's where they're getting the chip from. Maybe it's paint. Rattle, rattle. So I could play Overwatch right now. Here's this thing, the evolution of this problem. I had it Tuesday. I began to lose it Wednesday. It got worse Thursday. It got horrible Friday. And now I don't know what to do. It's amazing. And I keep going, it's the yips. So maybe I've talked myself into having the yips. Is that possible? All right. This is not interesting, I know. I just want to try and get through it once. Nope. That was a few mistakes. You heard them? You guys want to continue till 7? Here's the thing. These birds are eating this thing, I think. That's where they're getting the chips from. That's where they're getting the chips from. They're chipping it off of this friggin' tower and they're eating them or playing with them or something. Oh my God. Birds got lead poisoning. That fucking What are we going to do about that? We're not awesome. And man, do we have the yips. So, excuse me. I don't know where the hiccup is. Damn it, that's 3 times in a row. Is that right? That is right. This would be what? It would be this. Yeah. All right. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna crash this stream out because I'm not feeling it. This is the first time I'm not feeling it. We will be back at 7 a.m. I don't even know what to do. We're gonna shoot the crap for about let's call it 20 minutes. If I can shoot the crap for at least 20 minutes. Oh my god. That lasts like 40 minutes. I think maybe it's because I'm hungry. I'm gonna blame it on hunger. Do I want to have a sandwich? Do I want to have a sandwich or do I want to have a dinner? Oh, the Greckles are gone. Wow. I'm not pleased. I will say I'm not pleased. Maybe I should just move on to something else. Right? Play our first song. We were all supposed to be getting into music this week, and I was supposed to finish that thing that I can do like at night. I just need to cut up a card and write it and then glue it down. So that's not super difficult. I was also reading somewhere it said you should just concentrate on knowing like the whole notes of the board, and there aren't a lot of them. Excuse me. Maybe it'll help if we stand up. I have been up for 12 hours and counting. That's a lot of energy. Ooh. I think that's what it is. I may have the munchies. Or by munchies, I mean hungries. Yeah, I could have brought some cold cuts in here, had them with crackers or something. I don't have anything to nuke. Like TV dinners or something. Because I like to cook, and I was like TV dinners. But now that I think about it, maybe I should have a couple in the house just on general principle, or what we used to call GP. Hmm. We've been streaming for 2.5 hours. Man. Yeah. Now we're talking food. I don't know if this is food either. Who are you supposed to eat these with? Do these go with meat or anything? They're too small to put anything on. Ingredients: enriched flour. Oh my god, my eyes are going. And Ryacin, reduced iron, vitamin B, thiamine, mononitrate, vitamin B2, riboflavin, folic acid, vegetable oil, high oleic soybean, palm, and or corolla of the TBHQ, freshness, cheese made with skim milk, whey, protein, salt, cheese, cultures, enzymes. Scientist bullshit right here. Doesn't even say what you can eat with them. I'm thinking like cheese. Now that I think about it, hold on. I have string cheese. I'm gonna get one of those just to test the taste theory. Fun for snacking. All right, so let's go. Not bad. Yeah, okay. I found the substitute. Essentially, cheese and crackers, right? Not friggin' bad, baby. Guys, look. I get going out to dinner, right? I get it. I get fast food. I totally get it. You shouldn't do it like 5 days a week. You shouldn't even do that shit twice a week. You definitely shouldn't do that shit twice a month. Go to a nice restaurant once a month. Have fast food twice a month. That's the one thing you can do a week in general, right? But a lot of this stuff is just the food is bad, and on top of this, you need to learn how to cook yourself. He said to no one in particular, knowing that you do know how to cook and you're damn good at it. Unless you're lactose intolerant, in which case I feel for you. Yeah, this will work. Hmm. You know what? They may have given us the fortitude, the strength to go forward. Let's go forward. Woo. That was handy. I wonder how many bullshit calories that was. Sweet Jesus. All right, guys. One more ice cube, and we're good. Do we even need more of this? Yeah, we probably do. All right, we're gonna do this again. Woo-wee. As I was sitting in the kitchen, I was thinking I shouldn't tell you when to go out and what to eat, and I apologize for that. I just think cook more for your family would be nice. You don't have to cook. You get your not sea legs. What do you call? You get your you learn some skill in cooking, right? And we all have those recipes that we go to when we were dirt poor, right? So who knows? Maybe you'll need them again. And this collapse in the economy. I could actually go for where I just put these away. And we got more cheese. I'd actually go for playing Overwatch. It's been a while, but I wonder how long I'd play it. Probably for like 2 sessions. Then I'm like, all right, I'm out. Every time I hop into Overwatch, they change the format, and it throws me off. Uh, Give a community update. That'll be interesting. Yep, this is what I needed. Extra big tastiness, whatever the hell that is. But whatever it is, it's extra big. So have some respect. Awesome. Maybe I should. Excuse me for talking with my mouth full. Maybe I should try it on the electric. Maybe we should read some lore about the guitar. Questions or comments, visit cheeseit.com. Cheeseit.com. but it doesn't really say what you eat this with. Okay. L'chaim. All right. That was tasty. Are we gonna try the electric? Let's try the electric. Really? I thought that would work if you poked it once. I guess not. Ugh, I guess not. That was a little more. Ugh. Ugh. All right, let's try this. Oh. All right. What was I doing here? All right. What am I missing? I'm missing something. All right. All right. Maybe it's one of those things that you have to step away from for a while and go back to. Because Jesus Christmas. I mean, it's been a week of like 5-hour days on this thing alone. It's been like a week. It's been a fucking week. It's been a week. It's not. Everybody just calm down. It's not a mental block. It's not. It's not a mental block. Uh, First of all, who said it was a mental block? Nobody said it was a mental block. All right. Let's stay on point here and stop self-diagnosing things that don't need to be diagnosed. All right. I just want to try this some metronome once. That's fast. Let's slow that down a lot. All right. That sounds good. Why am I off the metronome already? This damn thing keeps sliding off me. I don't know how to hold a guitar. And then they want you to tap your foot, which is ridiculous. All right, here we go. That's the wrong thing there too. Okay, I got it. missing it. Right, boom. That here, which is 2. Right. Right. No, it's right here. Oh my God. You're unlearning something that you knew last week. Oh my God. What is going on? I don't buy that it's too many hours. People study hours and hours all the time. I have to study more efficiently. I have to get that schedule up. Man, I am a pudgy whale on this freaking screen. All right, and we also have to freaking start sweating off the weight. I say we when I say we, I mean me. I have a vision of myself, and it's not chubby. That was not bueno. No. It was no bueno. Don't be nice. I appreciate your kindness, but we gotta way step our game up. We're doing a lot of practicing and not a lot of getting better. So I think we have to. I mean, we like playing, obviously. So we have to do it with more of an eye to. We have to do it with more of an eye to actual progress, right? I think. Hey, look, listen. Last month we were new, we were young, we were wild. All right. Now we have to be a little more. A little more. What's the word I'm looking for? Begins with a D. Not decisive. Not intensive. I forgot the word I'm looking for. But we do have to be precise and dexterous as well. But we also have to be better aimed at what we're going for. Not insightful, not intuitive. I got to tell you, every time I turn around, these strings have gotten loose or tight. So I'm waiting for this. I'm waiting for this E string to go. You consider me a young apprentice, trapped between the silver and I want to say cotton, but I thought you said cherubs. I should linger. All right, everybody, just calm down. I know exactly what I'm doing. Um. Oh my God, staring at them. That was 20 minutes in a shot. Um. I'll be wrapped around your finger by the police. What is the lyrics of this? I'll be. All right, here we go. You consider me the young apprentice caught between the Skyla and Charybdis, hypnotized by you if I should linger, staring at the ring around your finger. I have only come here seeking knowledge, things you would not teach me up in college, things they would not teach up in college. I can see the destiny you sold turned into a shining band of gold. Yeah. I'll come here soon. I'll be wrapped around your finger. I'll be wrapped around your finger. Mephistopheles is not your name. I know what you're up to just the same. I will listen hard to your tuition. You will see, you will see it come to its fruition. Devil and the deep blue sea behind me vanish in the air. You'll never find me. I will turn your face to alabaster when you find your servant is your master. That's a great line. I will turn your face to alabaster. Alabaster is essentially white, like dead, like dead, right? Like in the 1700s, a woman of alabaster skin was the palest woman. It meant she didn't go out in the sun like the laborers did. She stayed inside and she was all pale and creamy, right? I will turn your face to alabaster when you find your servant. It implies that he killed him. It's a pretty good song, man. Pretty good tune. Things they would not teach me up in college. All right. I think we're gonna end this at 7. Normally, all last week we waited till 7 so people could show up so they would know that we were here at 7. But I think they know. It's been a week, and I'm not on my grind today. I will see you tomorrow at 7 a.m. Yeah, I will. Uh, and then after that, I'll see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. And hopefully, I mean, I can't practice on stream. Normally, I practice at home. At home, normally I practice and then I come on stream. But man, no bueno, mi amigo. I was gonna throw all the words I knew about Spanish into like a funny sentence, but I think it would be missed. All right, we have been streaming for exactly 3 hours. What do I want from you? I want company. I don't want. I don't want to learn to play the guitar by myself. I want someone else to come and join me. Then what do I want? I want a friendship of musical curiosity and study, where I can enrich you and you can enrich me, teach me stuff. I can teach you stuff, unlike if I can teach anybody stuff. But that kind of like good energy where you help your homie out with music, and you pay it back, right? You pay it forward. If I help you with a great idea, you come back and help me get to the next level, and that's the way it should be. If you're a next level getter, I mean, it is what it is. So Before I leave you, I'm going to give you the friendship talk one more time. But first, I want to tell you that I've got 2 minutes here for this clock to hit 7. We have been streaming for 3 hours. The afternoon show is no longer at 7 p.m. It is at 4 in the afternoon, 4 p.m. I gotta tell you, homie, I might move it to 5. But like I said, if I move to 5, why not just move it back to 7? I don't know. I moved it on a request. I love how the light hits like smoke. It's very film noir. I moved this for a friend who wanted me to move it. A friend, like someone who was following me, right? Who was, and I was like, cool. And so I moved it, and it is what it is, right? Can't keep moving around. People need to know where to find you. But 5 to 8 seems better than 4 to 7. That way I can get like at least a half hour of the older guys in. But I don't like the idea that I keep yanking this thing around. I need to make an executive decision. Like I had to fire the guy in this house who makes coffee in the mornings. I had to hire a new guy. Yeah, they both look like me, and you might think they both are me, and in fact, they both are me. But one of them has a better coffee game than the other. Uh, it's hard being weird and eclectic in a world where no one gets it. It is what it is, man. So it's 7:02, a minute past the time we usually did the show, like a month, like I want to say 2 weeks ago. Now we're just trying to figure out what's going on here. And what's going on here is I've slowed down on our because I'm not a. Did you hear that? There you go. I'm not a textbook type guy, right? And by that I mean I like reading, but all that planning shit out gets tired. Ted Hicks is live on them. We like to smoke. Oh my god! I'm sorry. I just that hysterical. Oh my goodness. All right, Biz. Um, duplicate this tab. Can I do that? All right. I just find it funny. I'm sorry. I got a couple of things going on here. All right.
We do the show called Fight Us.
Know what we're gonna do? Why is she always lying in bed? I don't know what's going on with it. Look, listen. I see a lot of people stream. I'm trying not to judge, but some people's stream game is straight fucking lazy. Like sit up, put on a clean shirt. I don't know. It's just some of it is goofy. All right, so we are gonna end the stream. I want you to remember that you need friends. You are a human animal, and human animals are social creatures. Go make a friend. I don't know how to make a friend either, but I will tell you this. I'm going to try tomorrow, and then I will tell you tomorrow afternoon how it works out. All right. I just keep a little list of stuff that I'm going to do for you guys. And too bad it's not a camera ridden world because then you could see it. Well, yeah, we'll see. I got a lot of work to do. Remember, we're not doing 5 hour streams anymore because no one watches 5 hour streams. We're trying to keep it between uh, an hour and a half to 3.5 hours, somewhere in there. And we're at 3:05 now. And since we're about to end this stream, this is going to be The shortest stream we had was with Dougie when it was 18 minutes because he peed on the floor. And we love you, Dougie Doug. Y'all who don't know who Dougie was the dog I was sitting. But the longest stream we've had was like 6 hours. And I'm pretty sure no one's going to watch that. So what we are going to do is keep it the morning stream at an hour and about 20 minutes or so people can have coffee with us, play a little guitar, and then go off to work. And we're going to keep the afternoon streams at about 3 hours, about there, because that's enough time to shoot the jazz and talk to Smoke. But if I slide it up to 5, then it'll go from 5 to 8. But if I keep it at 4, then it'll likely end at 4 to 7, 6:37, or 5 to 7:38, somewhere around. I'm sort of tempted to move it to 5. 4. That way, if I did, I could cook. But I like to cook. Oh my God, I'm not even going to talk about it. All right. So look, listen, we're going to see you in the AM. I always put up the next mission, I guess, as soon as I get off of this. So it likely takes me about what am I talking? 20 minutes? Not even 20 minutes. But now that I realize I could probably do both of those at the same time, right? So let's put this here. What's today? The 24th? I'm doing it as I'm talking to you. And that'll be AM. Ha 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 ha. Look at me. You know what this is? This is multitasking. Tuesday. I don't have a quip for Tuesday. And that's the problem. Manic Monday. But you're gonna run out of these song titles anyway, right? So Tuesday, what left? I was gonna say I've got Friday on my mind, but Tuesday's the thing. What are you gonna do? Tuesday. Let's look up a Tuesday song. Or we could name it after a famous Tuesday, like Tuesday Wells, but I don't know how to make a pun about Tuesday Wells. Tuesday songs. Let's go. Let's see what we got. Tuesday Afternoon, Tuesday's Gone by Lynyrd Skynyrd. Tuesday's Dead by Cat Stevens. Really? Tuesday Heartbreak by Stevie Wonder. I have never heard of any of these songs. Bowling for Soup, Chairman of the Board, The Minders, David Bowie, Love You Till Tuesday. David Bowie has a Tuesday song? Voices Carry. But that song is great, but the name of the band is Till Tuesday. That's not the name of the song. How did they get in there? Tuesday's Broken by Sugarland. Tuesday Barack. Voices Carry. He said, shut up. He said, shut up. Voices Carry. Such good 80s pop music. Man, you young kids don't know what you're missing. That is just the good shit. I'm over here giggling my head off. Fat Tuesday, Hank Williams Tuesday Gone, Barely Out of Tuesday, First Thing Tuesday Morning, Lockdown. The Loneliest Girl. That's another band name. Coming Up Close Till Tuesday, Tuesday Moon. All right, I don't have a Tuesday pun. All right, so there you go. We're just, you know what we'll call it? We'll call it, oh, good Lord, it's going to be lame. Tuesday morning till, I have no idea. What are we going to call this? I'm trying to get out, and I want somebody to help me with a name. Tuesday. You know what? Let's give them credit. I like Till Tuesday. Till Tuesday morning. Yeah, Till Tuesday morning. We'll call it that. He said, shut up. Voices Carry. What city do I live in? I live in this city. What day is this for? This is for tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Please, ladies and gentlemen, it's very important that you follow the protocol and you get in line and get your tickets before 7 a.m. because I got to tell you, I can't be responsible for all the people who may miss it. I mean, the seats are filling up fast. I mean, look around you. I mean, the throngs of people. Wear your mask, by the way. The throngs of people trying to get in on this guitar action. Ooh, it's the sweet, sweet action. Ooh, it's like Vegas. It's so good. If I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you in the afternoon because it's gonna be till Tuesday afternoon. After that, we got love for you. Of course, we got love for you. And I wish that you commit to join me on this fantastic sort of voyage that we're on. Some days are gonna be like this. They're not gonna be super productive. You're gonna be like, God dang nabbit. But some days, like 2 weeks ago, when we were just dialing it in and we thought every day was gonna be like this. It was all gonna be, wine in the heather, right? Skipping through the clover. We thought like it was just wine and roses. Those halcyon days of 2 weeks ago. Now here we are. Oh, look at us. Both of us lonely. But we've got tonight. Who needs tomorrow? We've got tonight, baby. Why don't you stay? All right. Remember, we do puns here from movies and one-liners, some great songs, and we learn guitar. We talk a little politics, and I'll wag my finger and shake my head, and then we'll go back to learning the guitar. And if I offend you, I'll apologize because I'm that guy. But then we'll go back to learning the guitar. We're friends here. We try and be friends here, even though we don't know each other. But we're chasing the same goal. We want the same energy, and it's gonna happen because we are all committed to it. Now, like I'm trying to like sort of a spiritual thing with me, but not for you. You can be totally about the patriotism of it, or just go fuck yourself of it, and have your own reason, and that's all fine. You don't all have to be the same thing in this society, right? But we can all walk towards the horizon together. If for any other reason than to just keep each other company, you know what I'm saying? Because we are human animals and we are social, and yeah. And if I'm a Christian, I believe God is love. I better be about it. So even if you're not a Christian, you might want to be around someone who actually considers himself a Christian, who will look after you and go, hey, maybe not so much all that judgy shit can go away, but like, that guy's honest and he's loyal and he helped me fix my car and I like him, that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's part of the friendship deal. No judgingness. Nothing but love for you, baby. I hope you forgive me for wasting your time today with this bad guitar playing. Shame on you. I'll deal with it later. I mean, he apologizes, especially this pinky. This pinky apologizes too. You fucking piece of shit. And the strumming hand. This strumming hand apologizes to you too. And your man True is True TRU S Armor on YouTube and Karma 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 Armor on Twitch. I apologize to you. I have even like I said, even though I don't know you, I got love for you. I hope things go groovy until I see you tomorrow. And I will see you tomorrow for coffee. Maybe I should call the morning session coffee and guitar practice. And then I can call the evening session dinner and guitar practice. All right, fine, never mind. We'll run it down to the boys at R&D, see what they say about it. They'll tell two people, and I'll tell two people. What did we used to say? I'll have my people call your people. They'll have lunch, and we'll do dinner. And that's a fantastic blow off line that I got in like the 80s. I'll have my people call you. Who's got people? Hollywood people, rich people, people. Be a people person. You can have people, but first you got to make friends. And that was the thing that we said earlier. I'm your homie. I wish you well, but I'm not close enough to know you to be your friend, and that's sad. And who knows? You might meet me and not like the fuck out of me. That guy's an asshole, and that's true too. And then you have other friends who go, "We all agree." But the whole point is that you should not be alone in the world. You should have friends. I need to shave. I need to shave all of it. I need to start running. And the more I say that, the more that me running is going to happen, and then I will lose all this chunky monkey goodness. I got love for you. I wish you well, and I will see you in about 11 hours and 45 minutes. Peace. See you tomorrow.